Hello there, how are you today? This is to specially welcome you to the ATP question of the day. This amazing feature was put together by Ask the Pediatricians Foundation as a platform to answer some of the frequently asked questions by moms and dads pertaining to child health care. And Dr. Gbemisola, who is a consultant pediatrician and the founder of the foundation, would be addressing these questions herself. Amazing, right? Yes, I thought so too. So relax, grab a pen and a drink as we enlighten the world.
Hello, welcome to ATP Question of the Day. I am Dr. Gbemisola Boyde, and today I've got another question that I'll be answering. Some of you may have already seen it at the beginning of the video. Okay, here it is. Ma, is it true that if you drink cold water or drink when pregnant, it will cause the baby to sneeze and that the baby might have cold in the womb? Yeah. Is it possible that when you drink cold water as a pregnant woman, your baby can have cold in the womb and your baby will begin to sneeze a lot? Thank you so much for your question. I really appreciate you asking those questions because, like I said, I'm taking time to address some of these myths that we do get to hear a lot. And so this is one of those ones that pregnant mothers especially are told. They have a lot of do's and don'ts when it comes to when you're pregnant, because if you do this, this will happen to your baby. If you do that, that will happen to your baby. To be honest, most of those things are myths and most of them has nothing to do with your baby. So first and foremost, whether you drink cold water or you drink hot water, it does not really matter. It does not make your baby cold. Why? Because when you drink cold water, the water is going into your gastrointestinal tract. And then when it gets into your intestinal tract, during that process, it's already warmed up by the time it gets into your stomach, because the internal milieu, that is the inside of the body, is at a higher temperature than, and so whatever anything gets in there, it gets warm, and so it doesn't even get to, and the baby is in the womb. Your baby is not in your, I know that it looks like your baby is in your stomach, but your baby is actually not in your abdomen. Your baby is right in your pelvis, in the womb, and of course, as the baby gets bigger, it will rises up and pushes up your abdomen. But your baby is really in another space entirely that has nothing to do with food or water or anything. So whatever you eat or not does not go directly to your baby. It has to be digested in the digestive system and all that before. So by the time it's going to get to your baby, it has been modified, it has become different entirely. So drinking cold water as a pregnant woman does not affect your baby, does not make your baby sneeze. So I hear a lot of baby sneezing, and mothers wonder why is my baby sneezing, and some people will tell them, oh, you must have been drinking cold water when you were pregnant and that's why your baby sneezing. That's not true. Let me tell you number one reason why most Nigerian babies sneeze. And if you really want the whole scope, you really got to subscribe to my course, the FTM Baby Care Ready course. It's available and you can check it on Facebook. You can just sign up for that course, because I took my time to address all the issues you need to know about baby care. And one of these issues is about baby sneezing. The number one reason why most Nigerian babies sneeze a lot is because mothers do use what we call eucalyptus oil, and you put the eucalyptus oil in your baby's oil. Almost all the Nigerian mothers do it. And one of the things this eucalyptus oil does is to stimulate that sneezing thing. And so that is why most of the babies are sneezing. It's not because they are cold, because most of the time you are always heavily dressing them up and there's barely any hair entering the house where the baby is. Anyway, we also talk about ventilation and all that in the course. I think it will be beneficial for those of you who are first time mom. If you don't want to make all these mistakes and you don't want to fall victim of all these myths, going through that course before you have your baby is a very good investment for you. So some of these things that mothers do without thinking, those are things why the baby sneezes. You're putting too much of eucalyptus oil or mixing eucalyptus oil into your baby's oil and putting it on your baby's head, and you don't just put it once a day. people put oil like per hour per second, and so these are the things that make the babies to sneeze. So please stop. Babies don't need you to be putting oil on their scalp like PRN or per second. They don't need it at all. Once a day is fine, and you don't need to mix eucalyptus oil into that oil as well. And of course, exposing your baby to other people who have colds, who are sneezing, who are coughing, that is where the babies get those things from. Or you using spraying, cooking in the room, all the irritation in the head. These are things that will make baby sneeze, because sneeze is actually a protective reflex to get rid of anything foreign trying to enter into the airway. So it is has nothing to do with your water that you drank in pregnancy. Your baby is never cold in your womb. Trust me, the baby is maintained in a particular incubator. The amniotic fluid is at a particular temperature, and so the baby does not cold at all. So you are free to drink your cold water as if you want to. But when your baby is born, make sure you care for your baby the right way so that your baby does not sneeze unnecessarily. And if you want to know more about that, then subscribe to the FTM Baby Care Ready course for you to know everything you need to know about the care of your baby. So I hope I've been able to answer your question today. Feel free to share the video. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Feel free to follow us on Instagram. And if you have any question, you can always post it on our Facebook group from Mondays to Saturdays, and we'll be happy to answer your question. So till I come your way again tomorrow with another question of the day, have a wonderful day. Bye for now.
How was it? I told you it would be enlightening, and yes, it was. So why don't you join us tomorrow for another edition of Question of the Day? And I encourage you to subscribe to our ATP TV on YouTube. You can follow Ask the Pediatricians on Instagram. Join our Facebook group. Plus, we have an ATP mobile app on Google and Apple Play Store. Download it. Till we meet again tomorrow, thank you for watching.